Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. Well, as you can see, the dome bad's opened back up again. So when I had it all sealed up, I noticed there was a bright spot on the screen here, and what that showed me was something I was afraid of. Is the recommended way is to use header pins for that little RGB expansion board. But what's happening is those pins are pressing up against the back of the screen. It's causing some issues. So what I want to do, I know long term it's not going to be good, short term it's not all that great either. So I'm going to pull the part, and I think I'm going to remove those header pins and just use short wires instead. So it gives me, I won't have that that pressing against it issue, and I won't have to worry about, I can actually maneuver that little board out of the way. So unfortunately I didn't want to have to go back in here, but it does also give me the opportunity to move a couple wires around, which I noticed were kind of problematic when I was trying to put it back together again. So, alright. Let's pull this whole board out here. So I'll have to go through and reclean everything, but that's alright. I wanted to move this green wire around. I think I can move this gray wire around a little bit here. I'm going to move it to the other side of the board. Probably this blue wire here, one other wire here when I'll move over to the other side of the board. So for now, let's just get this guy out of the way. I just want to get that front cover out of the way for now. So what's happening now is I'm going to go and see if I can pull that screen off, because I noticed it was happening like right here, and I know that's exactly where those pins are sitting. I was not entirely with the height of them in the first place. I should have followed my gut instead of the YouTube video and just gone ahead and used wire instead of pins. I mean, pins are convenient and all, because they're nice. These are standard 100,000 spacing pins. But on the other hand, it's turning out to be problematic, because way too easy to press things against the back of the conductive screen. I'll show you in a second once I get this up. So the issue you run into is, flip her back over here. Like I said, I'm going to reroute some of these wires. I'm not entirely happy with where they're going. I see I had to put a piece of Tyvek here, and this is where it's pressing right here. Get this Tyvek off here. These pins here are doing two things. They're pressing up against the board, and there's a bunch of components sitting right here, and test points here where it sits. It sits right about there. So there's a couple of resistors and some test points. And then the other thing I want to do is, if I put this on little wires, I can actually locate it outside of the being underneath the screen. But I want to completely get those header pins out, because I'm not happy with how they're just causing way too much interference. See, I even pinched a ground wire here again. See, I want to move this out of here. Luckily I color coded everything, so I didn't really worry about taking these off real quick. The hard part's going to be unmounting the screen itself. Pull off of this. Electrically, I also want to measure to see if it's the same exact point, then who cares. Alright, that's the 5-volt line for the screen. That I want to move around anyway. Since I'm here, I want to move this green wire while I'm at it. So I didn't want it on the side. Actually, I'd probably move both to the other side of the board. Okay, I'll move those to the other side of the board. leave them much cleaner. Anyway, now I got to figure out, let me get all this out of the way. Height-wise, it's been kind of annoying. Where's my other table? Get all this stuff out of the way for now. Yeah, this wasn't happy, and I could tell within seconds I was going to have issues with the screen. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I need to access the screen itself. So, we might have to, let's see here. I think this screen bracket needs just a little bit of redesign. I'm not hugely happy. I mean, I'm happy with parts of it, but not all of it. Well, since I'm here, I'm just going to pop off this board. And maybe if I'll take this, I'll try to take this apart. And the problem is these header pins, even though I trimmed as much as I can, the problem is this is metal here. So it can easily press up against this metal plate and cause all sorts of wacky stuff. I know I put pretty sure I put an insulator on the backside, but you don't want to rely on that. I'd rather just rework this. I think I got sent a spare one too, but I'll try to reuse this one first. Where's my solder sucker? Where's my new one? Here it is. It's not on the floor. Hell. Come on, clean out there. Otherwise, you just end up sticking more solder on it. Yeah, there's some. I should have used my gut and know not to use header pins. It's way too close. I think that's what's been causing some of the issues as well. Oh, how are we going to get this apart is the question. Let's see. Strange bracket design. I think it almost pops up. The screen might pop out from the front. I don't want to put too much force on it. Let's see. Get under it. Otherwise I'll reheat it. Oh, crack that off. That's good. I think I got a spare screen in case I totally screw this up. Not that I want to replace the screen. It's getting there. It's the danger of using glue. You've got always a possibility you gotta go back in and undo the glue, which sucks. Now I know I'll also use a copious amount of tape instead. A weird design here. If I cared, I'd go into the business of making these brackets myself, but I've been trying to get out of the retro business, not more into it. So, youth of America should get more into real engineering, not Arduino crap all the time. There we go. I'll clean this bracket up. Yeah, I have a nasty feeling a lot of my problems have come from those header pins. I should have known better. Header pins can always be problematic. I should use my experience. YouTube's good for many things, but not everything. Jointed out still. There we go. Get this guy apart. Get this guy apart. Come on, baby. Gently. There you go. Now you're off. Get you out of the way. So yeah, this is my... Yeah, see? This is my worry. Yep, my suspicions are correct. So I didn't really have room to put an insulator in there. So you can see here, let me get it close. It's nicely with a manual focus camera. See how high those, sorry, this side here, you can see they're actually proud of that plastic bracket. So what that means is I'm a dumbass and should have known better and used wires instead. Because what happens is I got dual problems. I got 99 problems. 2 of them are these. And what it is what's happening is there's a dual problem. So the first problem, I'll get zoomed in again here. See how those pins are touching it? That's conductive. And then on the other side, these pins and wires are riding right along the top of the motherboard of the Nomad. Or sorry, the LCD driver board of the Nomad. So for now, is this a pop up or out? Let's see. Are you up or out? Some are ups, some are outs. This looks like an up. Oh, don't want to damage you. Well, it doesn't matter. I can leave it on. So now I want to desolder this guy here and attach wires just to one side, and then I'm just going to tape over this with Kapton tape. But yeah, that's enough for now. Let's see what I can do here. Okay. I thought you were a flip up. Are you a snap out? I don't want to damage it. I can't see. It is a flip up. That's right. Okay. I'll get the screen out of the way. Sure, if yeah, you could actually see. Oh wow, look at that. I'll show you. Oh man, that was extreme close up there. Okay, where's it at? Right. It's hard to see. Oh, my fingernails are pretty clean. There's actually right there is actually a divot in the metal of this. So do not use header pins for this. Absolutely do not use header pins. You're not going to have enough room. Even if you trim them down and down and down and down, it's just going to cause too many problems. So, lesson learned. And I think that's what's been causing a lot of the screen issues, because stuff's just getting shorted out. And as the system warms up and you're holding your hands, everything's getting squished more and everything touches. So, okay. I gotta go upstairs to the wife and see how she's doing, and hopefully I can do a little more tonight, but no guarantees. Oh, I knew it. I should have followed my instincts, and I didn't, and I'm disappointed in myself. Oh well, live and learn, I guess. So yeah, I will desolder this in a little bit afterwards. Maybe I'll do that in video if I come back down here and actually finish this notepad, as I don't want a disappointed customer. So, everyone, thanks for watching.